I'm gonna make you give me brave. One night and one more time. Thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great. It tastes like you, sweeter. Oh, they say. I'll tell you what they said. 1 second. No. Put it down there. Tasty. My mom thinks I'm going to have a heart attack because all I do is drink Pepsi, eat movie theater popcorn with a lot of butter. I live right by a theater. Do it frequently. Live off McDonald's and Taco Bell. I'm still standing, so we'll worry about it when it happens. They say I only think in the form of crunching numbers in hotel rooms, collecting page 6 lovers. Get me out of my mind. I'll get you out of those clothes. I'm a line away from getting you into the mood. That's what Fall Out Boy said, actually. I would never, I would talk to a girl like that, but I wouldn't think of it. It wouldn't be my first go-to. It's a good idea to recite lyrics with women. That way, if it doesn't work, you can say, Fall Out Boy said it. You weren't into that? Fine. Neither am I. Well, that's how I eat at movies, so why I don't go. Okay. Downside to online chess. I can't really eat popcorn and then play. My hand's all slippery. And the time scramble, I'll slip. Never mind. Sure. Yes. Take so many things for granted in America. Don't appreciate our fingers until we got butter on them. We don't appreciate freedom until it's almost ripped away from us permanently. Won't name names. All right, new peak in Blitz. And I got a new peak yesterday. I'm going to figure it out quickly. So good. I just played several battles in my car after Uber rides. Downloaded the app. No warm-up. Sloppy. But I've said it. And I mean it. I'm already at least a 2000 Blitz online player. No question. There were 2 games that were instructive during my car play just minutes ago. Literally just walked in the door to my parents' house. Got 2 or 3 more days here before I head back to St. Louis, Missouri for over-the-board chess. Come on, Chestnut, where's my games, man? My fault. Okay. That last one we need to look at. I think it was a rematch against the first guy that beat me, that there was something instructive. I don't know. With Blitz, I don't feel like it's... Well, it might be the right thing to do. I don't want to just review every game right after. So I kind of make a note in my head of my mistakes and then the game I made them in, and then I go back deeper on just a few of the games that were different. We'll see. I might change my mind. Okay, yeah. That's the guy. No. Sorry, I'm doing it with no fingers on my laptop pad. Yeah, that's the guy I'm pretty sure I beat to get to my previous peak. He played very poorly and used time poorly. So we're gonna guess that one. No, that was my rapid game. Probably this one. Let's check it out. I'm pretty sure that was the one. And mind you, again, Enjoyed my Christmas. Driving around. Just downloaded the app. No warm up. Didn't get my mind right. Wasn't really planning on playing. Shouldn't have. Let's check it out. Surely I can do something to make that open in the same tab. I mean, it's a chess.com setting, but open. Creates new tab. Default to open in same tab. Please Google. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Okay. Yeah, kind of like if I just open Google Chrome, I believe I still have it set. Yeah, I change it to where it goes to an incognito browser by default. So I tell it not to. And I can probably do the same thing there. But I forget how. Let's see if we can refresh our tech notes here. Am I showing off? Yeah, I was defamed. Hurt my feelings a lot. Is it in the command prompt? I don't think it was in the command prompt. My QA lead, who taught me, well, most of the important things I know about tech, it's very, very good. He understood the Linux shit pretty well, which is, from my understanding, Linux is just Apple's version of Windows command prompt. This is when we can add relative, no reference, blank, no opener, no reference, no referrer. If you need to open a URL in a new tab using JavaScript, I don't know shit about JavaScript. I know ABAP and ABAP only. Let's start with this. Then I'll get into chess. How to make Chrome open in incognito. Boom. Right-click the right properties on Windows or get info. It was that simple. So it wasn't the command prompt. That was in the command field. That didn't seem right. I did. It didn't come up. Is it because I have tabs open? Don't worry about that another time. Chess.com. Stop opening. It's where I put stuff. You don't have to save it, so I put things I need to do in the short term there. Don't mind me. Yeah, that was bad. Because of my intent to do that. And when that comes, I cannot simply steal for the fork. And that's when you know I'm a little bit tired. Because I had my target. Now I don't have my target anymore. And I went with my same plan. Not even thinking it through. Because what was the best? It's good to always try to find it out. You might learn something. Queen C7. Yeah, a little pride, the week of the king. So I was looking at that, and before moving my queen, but I can't because mate. There's something strange. I feel like that was a I can't do that because when I do that, you cannot. I can take your knight because you don't. You when your bishop goes, you don't discover. I mean, you don't check me, so I can actually take on the pawn, and then your king was weak. I guess not though. It's all bad. But to my credit, I've made the best fighting move. You want me to take on? Yeah, yeah. And I just generally believe I'm a lot better than these people, which means you don't always want to trade. You want to simplify, but when it's obvious that you're going to be worse if you don't, you have to. And then I messed up at the end. So I think that was the game I was looking for, but maybe I don't know. I played several, but this one was another one that I felt like was good to highlight. See, so that opens in the same tab. I would prefer it the other way. When I click it the first time, I would prefer to open in a separate tab, and then this one I would like to open in the same tab. It's vice versa. See, because then I lose all my games, and I have an irrelevant window. Like this does nothing for me. So why not keep it in the same tab, chess.com? I'm a big fan of your user experience, but I love that. It might be my computer setting. I can fix it, but it should be a little background to me if you're interested. I worked pretty deep in tech. I mean, the team I was on was a tech team that developed. Yeah, and that was like, good. And now again, I'm trying too hard to leave material on the board. Shouldn't do. Amazon worked in tech, and they did a lot of things well, but they did a lot of things that weren't stupid, but they could have done it better. See, and that looked like a scary move at first, but you'll see. Uh, to, and I think I actually spent some time chess.com fair play. I'm in. Because I had to think for a second. And that's a move that would be logical to think about. But you don't have time to steal my rook, either rook, because I'll steal yours. So I just win. But we're pretty deep in tech. At SAP, as a standard solution, is known for having really good back-end stuff. I'm not exactly sure what comes with the package of SAP when it comes to jobs, but the job, or the mainframe job, I was familiar with CS7. So everything connected to CS7 shit. And this is not like proprietary information. This is common. These are the reason that I would struggle if a lawyer ever went after me or somebody that talks about uh, a tech company is most of the times they're going to buy standard stuff, then they're going to customize it. So if I got into depth on like the custom programs, which Walmart used a lot, like that could be risky. But anything I talk about, I'm actually talking about standard stuff. So it's standard SAP. SAP is a solution that can be Googled, and a company buys what I would call a box or boxes, and then they just customize the fuck out of it, unnecessarily for job security. Um, but the user experience, it was frustrating because it could be better. And some of it is, yeah, when you're a big company, like you can't just change things because you have so much um, invested. Like previous managers did something, it's like I'd like to change that, but it's not worth the trouble. There are bigger problems in the business, and it leads to a bad user experience. And I think Chess.com's user experience is fabulous, and I genuinely am impressed with it. After what I saw, Chess.com is like a better version of the Amazon. Like I thought about actually, Amazon's pretty good about stealing people that hate Walmart. Smart move. And I talked to an Amazon person during COVID, and I felt like I wouldn't want to work for a startup because I got spoiled with all the resources and all the tools, learning opportunities, etc. in Bentonville. But I don't want so much dinosaur, and Walmart's so established. Like that's what I got. Too much, too much red tape. And Chess.com's software seems like that. I think I get along with the developers well. They do a really good job. But little things like that Not a fan. I want to open my games, all my hundreds or tens of thousands actually games. I want to click one. I want to leave that tab open. I want it to open in the same window, different tab. And then when I click game review, I would like that to stay in the same tab. Boo-hoo. Woe is me. If we're not careful, it turns into reality. Oh, what's up, Yeti? Gingerbread Santa? Yeah, he's busy. Or he's recovering, so he's probably actually lower than 1200. He just delivered a lot of presents. Holly. His elf's better at chess. Makes sense. Santa's not a lazy boss. He's hard at work. Then just delegate everything. 1800 is where I might start to struggle, but yeah, I'm better. 2250, I'd struggle to beat you. Unlikely penguin. I don't have the energy. What athletes we got here? Joey, Jaylen Brown. It's amazing. They ought to get some retired athletes. Like Joey Votto was a good move. And get him good. Wallows. XQC is 1200. Mr. Beast is. Who's the best? Tyler 1 should be the best. If Tyler 1 got a bot and I didn't, I'm going to be pissed. Harry Mack has a bot? I'm a big fan. Big fan. Andre has 1801. Why the 1? I passed her in Blitz. I mean, her peak is better on chess.com, but Super Seeker 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My Blitz is now higher than yours. Little from his both is. I saw a sad clip of Nemo encouraging people to play chess and not have Asian parents. Reminded me of my upbringing with baseball, except my dad's seemed more reasonable than Nemo's parents. Very supportive. But was hard on me. Who is that person? Top players, yeah, I don't. Danny's 2500. I wonder if Danny Rich even plays anymore, though. I don't know much about him. All right, let's get our ass kicked by the engine. Put it in perspective, Magnus Carlsen wouldn't beat this engine. I'm just going to warm up, and mainly so I don't get overconfident as I'm about to get the 2000 on Blitz. Just watch how this robot kicks my ass. It's very cool. Very cool. And I think the next step in chess engines, they're going to make robots. It'd be like a combination of this bot and the bots I just showed you, like top player bots. Like Magnus Carlsen has said that he doesn't really train with robots a whole lot with the goal of improving his play against humans because it's not really the same. But, you know, they had the Nemo and her strength and cramming all them Gotham chess. I bet there will be much more accurately crafted bots of like Wesley So, who's a pretty defensive or conservative player, positional player for the top level. Like he my understanding is like Magnus Carlsen would probably not love to play someone like Wesley, even though Magnus is by far the best in the world, because Wesley doesn't mess up. Wesley might not be a threat to win big tournaments, but he draws a lot and he's tough to beat. So a Wesley bot, they would have to simulate Wesley's style. And then once you have Wesley's exact style down, his tendencies down exactly, then you would turn on this robot and like put it over Wesley's like scouting report, and let that robot just be the best possible version of Wesley. I don't know if that makes sense. I know what I'm thinking. Or that'll happen. Slightly different than the bots I showed you. Those are ballpark estimates. I'm talking like it adjusts based on his recent performances. a better comparison. Like we've all heard. I've heard Gary Vaynerchuk talk about like having an AI version of us, like an AI presence. So there's Gary V channel, and then there's Gary V bot. And that bot in the chess example would actually update based on that player's recent games, what kind of openings he or she's been playing lately, what's improved. Has that player improved on his or her weaknesses recently? And then that bot would just reflect that individual. Whatever. You put straight up to sleep. Okay, robot. So what can we do that? The dragon it is. Are you dragging this game out? Okay, what am I supposed to do? I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go bishop. Do I have options? Pretty sure I can go bishop. I can go bishop. I could go bishop. We're there. I'd have to think there's a little bit better. I'm not going to win anyway. Not with that attitude. No, I really won't. Literally. Oh. Ow. From my tooth. From my kernel. I'm going to sue the movie theater. That hurt really bad. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Isolate your pawns, right? You can have that lonely pawn. Fuck off. How would I trick a robot that can't be tricked? Okay, so there, you probably slide your king. That's absolutely not real. Or you just know you would just fork me, duh. I don't see why that's not a fine move. In my opinion, where robots often kick humans' butts is. Well, that would be one example. I actually I almost beat a 18, he was a highish 1800, like 1864 maybe. He knew he had to, and he did it okay. But he made some mistakes pushing the pawns in front of his king. And I ended up kind of having some chances. Robots will have no problem pushing their king pawns even early. Gives you a lot of attacking power. If you can do it while keeping the king set, that is. Okay, so I have to, right? Okay, so that's what you wanted. You wanted my bishop here. I have to give it to you. Bastard. Rude robot. So if I had to give you my bishop here. And this pawn goes. So it'll probably break my stuff up anyway. So if I could rejoin these pawns, that might be better. I wish I could chat the robot. Psychological edge. Where can my knight move? So if I take and then I have a piece there, You may not take that. You may just leave that pawn in the center alone. Does it benefit me for you to be there? Really? That means you must have a good idea for your other night. Are you just going to go 95? Let's see. Because you won't really be able to push that. Because I'll take my queen. So your queen's going to want to come in at some point pretty soon. Where can it come into? Not really a problem. You don't want to weaken that robot. I don't have to tell you. I know you know that. You're a robot. Which means you'll have to defend it with your bishop. Or move the pawn. Yeah. Okay, so now you're going to want to slide your king probably and take advantage of this open file. So if I were to take, you cannot take with your bishop, or I will check. So if I take, you have to double that pawn, which gives your queen a free shot there. And how do I defend that pawn? I can't go there, which I'd like to. The pawn takes, I would go there. I would give that up. And then I would still not have enough attackers there. So then I would slide one of my rooks. And when I slide my rook and your queen is there, how can you defend that pawn with your queen? You would have to slide. But you have plenty of options with my knight no longer around. Huh. So on the 5th rank, where can your queen go? Better question is, can I chase it out? I don't think so. Perfect robot. You can't just make moves anymore. I heard of one person who literally just played the chess.com robots and got really good. I forget the number, but it was a respectable over the board number. Like far stronger than me. Just playing the robots only. Forget where did I hear that at? Okay, so if I can get that out. I'm weakening a lot there though. Okay, so what I needed to consider, not that I'm in bad shape by any means, is that I okay. Boom. 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 No, because it still defends nicely. So if I move my queen, it has to move. My queen has to move to h2 if it moves. That's a fact. My queen moves to h2. You have to use one move to move your knight. Where will your knight go? Probs go there. That pawn will protect check. That'd be a little bit annoying. If the knight were there, that would not be pleasant. Okay, then you'll be able to check your way out. So it'd be kind of better. I don't have to do anything because if I go there, and then you take, then I've got it all covered. 2 moves ahead with the knights especially. So let's just make you make a decision here. You can't kick there, so something reasonable would be start moving your rooks with the intent to stop me. Also, I would cover that. So. Okay, so if I go there, your knight can go there, which is where it will go, where it should go. I don't know why you'd go anywhere else. So when I go there, your knight has to go there. When your knight goes there, your 2 minor pieces are nicely preventing my rook from doing anything laterally. So that knight can sit there and control the whole middle now, though. So that correlation C is going to control my rooks too well. Not that I'm necessarily even worse yet, but it's going to have a lot of control over my rooks. I don't like that. You need to take it, right? I guess you don't. Boom. Who cares, right? Sure. Okay, now I'm host. I see. Because I have to give you my rook now. Understood. Dickhead. Don't call me childish. I'm just an almost 30-year-old man that cusses at chess robots. When I know they're going to beat me no matter what. All right. Let's resign. Right. Yeah. So the robot makes errors? Now I'm going to move late. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what was my best move there? Take the rook on e5 and then just simply lose a pawn or lose the equivalent of a pawn. Yeah. If it weren't a perfect chess playing robot, I would play that out, of course. And that, you know what, that did calm me down just enough to not continue playing blitz chess when I haven't rested sufficiently. We're going to stick at my 1946. It's pretty good. I'm not a whole lot better than this, though I am better. We will take it slow. What is that? 46, so 54, so 8 times 7. So roughly 8 games. I need 8 wins in a row or the equivalent. Of course, I probably won't win 8 in a row at that level. That'll be 2000. 1924, which I'm better than that, but I'm getting closer to where I really am, which is slightly over 2000. 2004. I'm done with that till probably 2026. I'm gonna get Tyler 1. I'm curious if once he got, because he is going to be very good. I don't know what the hell his deal is. But did he keep playing the cow all the way until he got to 1960-ish? I bet he did. Dude's crazy. Did he just keep playing the cow? He did? Yeah. He's just gonna play the cow every time. If he decides to commit some actual focus, he's gonna be really good. Though I can't decide if had I gone with this approach, which is just playing garbage openings, if I would have gotten higher rated faster too, because when you don't know what you're doing, which of course even the smartest human alive doesn't know what he is doing initially. Yeah, how do you not see that? You just let the opponent mess up and then pick apart the weaknesses. It's actually really smart. He's playing the cow playing the cow every single time. What an interesting human. How odd. How odd. Hmm. He's just gonna play the cow until he dies, I guess. Okay. It's an interesting comparison that I like to look at because I mean I've played more games, but a lot of my games literally like I would get an Uber, I would wait for an Uber. I'm like I can't just sit here and waste time, so I'd play a game and then I'd literally stop it. A few times I'm not proud to admit I would make a move while I was at a stoplight with a human being in my car. I know I'm terrible. And more recently, of course, I haven't done that since I've been over probably 1700. I've got to focus. But I would say maybe over half my games are serious games. How many games has he played? 770. So in 773 games, he got to where? And he was playing a lot of some 5 minutes. I only played 3 minutes. So in 773 games, he got to 1,030, which that's less impressive. 773 get to 1,030. Now, if he played those all before he played a ton of rapid, I guess I get it. 13. Oh, 15. So I got the 1,500 and 1,793 games. So yeah, I've played a lot more. Also, I've had a lot more stress in my life. 6,100. So we took a pretty long break there from November. And then he kicked it back up. So July. So that's even more impressive, actually, because he took that much time and didn't play. So really, he did this in July, let's say 4 months. And then from, let's call it March. What did he in 1960? March to, we'll say, May. So he did it in closer to a half a year. That's absurd. That's why I also don't think it's that impressive to get to 1900. Damn. So that was the game that put him to 1960. And then he lost. He must have went on a pretty good losing streak. So he got back down. Yeah, he's did similar things to what I did, which is you do well and then you play maybe too much. Get a little too excited, start thinking chess is easy. It humbles you. And then he ended up back down to 1807, the 1870s. And then he starts to struggle a little bit. He could get to 2200 with no work at all. He's got to be pretty smart. Yeah, actually X out of 1. Okay. It drives me crazy because it's not a bad idea. It just looks funny. Huh? So you gave it to him, but I mean, he won. I'd have time to look at all of his games. Well, let's sign out. I was going to play some Blitz. I'm going to not. I need to rest and get ready for big 3 months of over the board chess. I'm all in till my 30th birthday. That's March.